Hello, I'm about to show you a video that was recorded about 12 months ago with Sergey and Sam Lee. It's quite interesting. If you've been following the sagas of Hyperverse and Hypertech Group, Colin Star Capital, and Blockchain Global, you will be interested to watch this video. I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Now, this video, Sergey was sort of insinuating he was a bit worried if it was out there in the public arena. And I said, what's really going to happen? I mean, the American government at this time this video was recorded has actually laid serious fraud charges against Sam Lee for his involvement in a $1.9 billion scam. In this video that I'm about to show you, Sam and Sergey were discussing the fact that they would like to go after Ryan Jew. And Sergey was hoping that Sam would actually spill the beans and he could use it in a lawsuit to help get the HyperCommunity's money back. Now, there's a couple of other videos each side of this that I will show you at the end, but let's get straight into watching the video. And I will stop along the way, but it's only a short video, so it won't be a time-consuming effort for you to watch it. But I'm sure you'll find it interesting. And we're looking at the demeanor of Sam Lee. My personal point of view is I don't believe Sam Lee's got any money. I believe that he's a puppet. And he's since been replaced with another puppet called Chavis, and he continues running the scam. That wouldn't happen, in my opinion, if Sam Lee was running the show. So let's get stuck into it, and let's see what we can glean from listening to this short video. I've called it Smack Talk. Waiting for Sam to tune in.
Oh, Sam, can you hear me?
Hey, so how are you?
Good. Can you hear me well?
Clear, loud and clear.
Okay. So let's keep it short and clear. So just as I said in the message, we want your friend Ryan. How do we get this guy? All the info, assets, stolen money, where he's hiding. How do we get to him?
In case you missed that, because I've watched this 3 or 4 times, he's basically trying to work with Sam Lee, and he's saying, how do we get Ryan Jew? How do we get the money back? Where do we find he's hiding? Because obviously Ryan and Sam both went into hiding, but then Sam came out of hiding 8 months after they fled from Australia. News events and news articles have come out since $58 million have been stolen from Australian investors through the company Blockchain Global. Ryan owned 40% of that company and Sam Lee owned the other. Ryan Jew tried to buy that company off Sam Lee for 400 Bitcoins and $1.7 million worth of money. It didn't seem like he didn't ever pay for the money, but it did seem like he got control of Blockchain Global, and the money disappeared shortly after it. So I believe that Sam got shafted by Ryan Jew. So this is why this video interests me, watching to see whether Sam really wants to get back at Ryan Jew.
Well, firstly, you don't have necessarily know-how or resources to get to him. So there's very simple things going on right now. And that is that I am working on this, right? And I do want to work with you. So
I'm working on this. He's claiming that he's working on getting Ryan Jew and the money. That's what he's claiming.
Considering everything that you have is already public knowledge, why don't we work together on this?
So he's an arrogant prick, really. He's just assuming that everything that Sergey has is public knowledge, and he doesn't have any hidden gems of information. That's arrogance.
What I need is for you to be able to cooperate with me. Now,
so what Sam actually wants, and I'm putting words in his mouth, but he wanted control of the community because he wanted to use them to promote his new scam, which at the time was Stable Deo, VidiLook, Vend, We Are All Satoshi, and later on, as we know it, Boomerang will come around after Sam in control with Chavis.
the question is, do you believe me?
Well, let's see what you got.
Fair question.
Okay. Well, Sergey, the fact is, right, I don't work with people who don't believe in me, right? So what I'm going to propose is we meet in person. When is your next available window to travel?
Travel? I'm not traveling anywhere. I'm here. We're in person.
Well, you know, that's my proposal anyways. But obviously I'm not in a position to, you know, work everything out with you if we're not actually meeting in person, right?
So at this time, Sam has written out 2 checks that have bounced. And his Dubai business partner for 4 years has complained to Dubai authorities, and Sam actually had been arrested for 3 nights and spent time in a Dubai jail because these 2 checks bounced. Now, I'm not actually sure whether this happened before or after this video. However, that did actually happen. So I've been led to believe. So right now, the honest truth is, Sam wants to meet face-to-face with Sergey because Sam hasn't got a passport because he's got a travel ban placed on him because of those actions. That's what I'm assuming.
That's the big problem.
The Zoom is the airways these days.
Well said.
Yeah, of course.
We are traveling
This is
right now
recorded.
in space.
Okay.
So
Sure. Well, I guess until there is the ability for us to meet in person, there is very little that I could help you with. So, look, since you don't believe me, and since you need me to prove myself to you by providing you things, you know, then obviously we can't proceed. It's just not a match. Because you have to understand, right? I'm not here to prove myself. I've already proven myself to the relevant authorities, and I'm not here to prove myself to you. Okay, that's it.
okay.
So if you don't trust me or don't believe me, then that's it. You know.
Why would you trust Sam Lee, and why would you believe anything he said? In the description of this video, I've got a whole lot of questions that I would like to ask Sam Lee. And many of those questions I actually have had the opportunity to ask Sam Lee in a 3.5-hour session of chat with Sam Lee, which, if you want, I can provide you.
That's the end of the conversation.
But so far you haven't shown anything. You didn't even sign the petition that you promised you will. So why would they trust you?
Sure, I'll sign the petition, and then you know, whatever, right? But that doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, of course not.
So
it just shows that you have a word. You have given a word publicly, and you didn't sign. So why would they ask?
Can you send me the link again, just so that I don't sign the wrong petition?
Yeah, of course, I will send you after this conversation. No problem. But so you agreed to meet now. So if you agree to meet, then you want to do something, right? Or we just want to waste time?
Of course. Look, the first step is, right, I agree to meet because I don't have anywhere to hide. You know, I don't have any issues, right? I'm far from wanted by everyone. I'm actually wanted by everyone for the access to information that I have.
Yeah, I think that would be very helpful.
So, you know, it's, I think, very valuable that, we meet and discuss, and I'm here to, be of use, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this myself.
Well, it's actually very easy. We have all the tools necessary. We just need more details to get it all done. So if you really want to help, we can do it. There are people working on that.
Well, the thing is, right, you're not the authorities, so I don't need to supply you.
But we are working
I don't need to
with
supply
authorities.
you the information, right? So that's the thing, right? I first need to understand clearly the strategy that you have in place, and that is a much more that's a much more comfortable conversation in person.
Okay, here is the strategy. It's very simple. There will be a class action suit. Plus,
interesting enough, this is quite interesting for me because he says there will be a class action lawsuit. And Rory Conacher, which I will talk about later on, he said to me he wants to have a meeting next week if he can with me after asking him for 3 or 4 months. Is quite relevant to this conversation. I'll tell you why afterwards. But you can't actually do class action lawsuits against anyone in Dubai. So it is dependent where Ryan Jew is, because that's who he wants to do it again. But look how defensive Sam Lee gets after this.
there will be
in what jurisdiction?
Can't tell you.
Against which entity?
Against Ryan Zhu, personally.
No, you can't have a class action lawsuit against an individual.
Yes, we can.
Okay. On what basis? You have to clearly think this out.
$1.3 billion was stolen. At least that. Probably more, but at least that. We're working with these numbers. Were stolen from millions of investors. So that's what we're doing. That's enough. Okay. There is a name attached to this. Ryan Zhu,
well, if
a hyper scam brand.
If you think that's enough, then okay, good luck. Okay. Anyways, I need to go. I need a petition, and then let's go from there, right? Because I need to keep my word. Okay. I gave you my word. I'll sign your petition. So let me sign your petition first. Let's talk about anything else after.
What about the wallets? Where's the money?
What do you mean?
Well, our money is somewhere, right?
Yeah, your money's somewhere.
Well, we need to know where. We need to know the wallet number.
I need to know where too.
You don't have this information?
Well, firstly, I've already disclosed this information to the relevant authorities. You're not the relevant authorities. Firstly, and then secondly, I need a clear strategy on what you want to do, right? Because you're either on my side, which is the side of truth, right?
Oh, really?
or you're just here to make noise.
Well,
okay, I'm here to
control I'm on the side
narrative.
Of truth. The truth is that you are part of the criminal cartel that have stolen money. That's the truth. And when everything goes down, you're going down with them, or you cooperate, and you don't.
Can you send me this recording, please?
Of course.
Okay. And Sergey, very good luck to you. I wish you all the best to catch the criminal cartel that you think I'm a part of. Good luck.
Are you part of Hyper brand? Are you part?
So that's when Sam exited the building. Interesting enough, I thought he's quite arrogant, obviously. This is obviously 12 months old. Everyone's going, when was this recorded? It's not today or yesterday. It's 12 months old. But the timelines are quite interesting to me. And I have been saying to people that we showed a picture of the Hypertech chart layout and the company structure. So what I'm going to show you now is something that is relevant. So the first thing is, this is the actual dogs barking petition that he wanted Sam to sign. And I was watching it on a daily basis. Now, why this is interesting to me is there's another person out there called Rory Conacher, and he claims that he's managed to get 20,000 people together who want to pay $15 each to do a class action lawsuit against Sam Lee and obviously Ryan Jew or the Hypertech group, whatever it is. But you can't do class action lawsuits in Dubai. So that means you'd have to do it either in in America or Canada. So Sergey worked like a beaver to get 1,982 signatures signed. His goal was 3,000, didn't quite get there. All you need to do was pull in your first name, last name, email, country, and postal address and send it away so they could verify who you were if they had to know whether you're true and genuine. And if you go through here, you can read the whole history of it. And he's done a really good job. So 2 days ago, they had a wee update. And here you can see 3 days ago, 4 days ago, 4 days ago, they're still getting people signing it. I lost $160,000. I don't know whether that means they put in, well, I was just speaking to somebody on the phone before I got on this call, and they put in $300 and made $300,000, so they alleged. So I don't know whether that person, if they couldn't withdraw that $300,000, would say they lost $300,000 or they lost the $300 they initially invested. But if you go through here enough, and I can't remember where it is, but if I maybe go Control-Z and went Sam Lee, I may actually find the date that he signed this petition, but it probably keeps feeding off the bottom. So long story short, what I'm getting at, there is a petition out there, and I would love to actually, oh, there it is, load more. And we got load more. But it'd be quite neat to see Sam actually sign it. But there's no proof it's a real Sam Lee. But the point of this exercise is that there was a petition out there. Sergey worked really hard, and he managed to get 1,982 signatures. Now, Rory Conacher claims he's got 20,000 people who are willing to actually pay him $15 each. And that date closed off about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I don't know if it's worth showing you guys, but I might actually do so because I can. But I actually did bring up the wallet address of, what am I trying to say, Danny? I'm trying to say private tags, but I can actually show you the wallet address of Rory Conacher. Now, I've confronted Rory Conacher and I said, well, how come you only have $321 in the wallet address that people were paying the $15 in? So I did a bit of a deep dive, and you can actually come down here and you can look at the transfers, and you can actually see that people are actually paying $15, $18, $15, $15, $15, and you get the drift. Everyone's paying $15 into Rory Conacher's wallet. Then I noticed a few outs. So I went to the outs, and I actually counted out. This wallet's been used for quite some time, but if you go back to about here, 26 days, there's been withdrawals: 300, 250, 350, 550, 1,000, 300, 1,250, 500, 500, 500, and 500. And we added those up just before this video, and we found out that there actually had been $7,000 deposited. So I did a quick calculation on the calculator, and it was about 466 people have actually paid $15 each. Now, Rory claims 20,000 people have pledged to pay $15 each. Questions arise. How come he's only received $7,000? Now, my calculation says if I had 20,000 people and they eventually all did get around to paying $15 each, that's actually $300,000. I should have worked that out in my head, but I'm not Rob Willie. It's a flop. He's lying about the numbers of people. He's even tried showing me a Excel sheet all blurred out with email addresses of all the people that have signed up and pledged to pay $15 each. My point is, don't be misled by people who claim that you can get your money back by doing a lawsuit, because now he's changed it from a class action lawsuit to just a lawsuit. And he's also claimed that he's had to withdraw the money because he's got expenses to pay. He's also claimed that he's just getting the internet connected where he is, and he wants to have a meeting with me because he's had bad bandwidth. What are you doing with the money? Are you being transparent with the people that have given you the money so far? You've got $7,000. What are you doing with it, Rory? That's what I want to know. Now, back to the video in question. Here is approximate time a year ago when I was doing a lot of videos about Sam Lee and Hyperverse and Hyperfund. And in here, that's not what I wanted to do. And it's probably not relevant, but I just picked out a couple of videos that I thought that would be interesting for you to watch the start of. And you might want to watch them, and I will put them in the description. But this is, I believe, before the meeting that you just watched, because they were going to get together and have that meeting. So this was a year ago, so I'm assuming that meeting was about a year ago. Sergey actually said to me that he would be happy to come on a video with me and discuss the situation. Don't get it in your little head for a split second that I believe that there is a possibility for you to get your money. I believe your money's long gone, sorry to say. But anyway, let's just watch the start of this video so you get the gist of what this video is about. It's only an intro for about a minute or two.
And I'm willing to sign your petition. I'm here to find answers with you.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's great to have you on our team.
Friends of mine who previously demonstrated honesty and integrity. I have a copious amount of evidence on all their activities. Many people, unfortunately, did not have sound financial advice. I have happy life until all of this happened. And now I'm responsible to make 2 million people whole. I'm ready to face the challenge. I'm ready to make 2 million people whole. I'll sign your petition.
Okay.
No problem. I am as pissed off as you in this space because I understand how the legal system works. I'm here to now help you, to help the community.
That was my old intro. So if you want to watch that video, it'll be in the description. But basically, it was the meeting between Sam and Sergey, and it basically shows how Sergey convinced Sam to have a meeting and entertain the idea that he could potentially dob in Ryan Jew and potentially get the money back. But nothing's happened. No one's been arrested. The only people that acted is America. Good on you, America, and charged Sam with serious fraud for his connection in a scam of $1.9 billion. And obviously they've arrested Bitcoin Rodney. And also what you don't know, well, you may have not known that Brenda Chunga was also brought in for questioning, and then she helped the investigators, and she was trying to trap Sam Lee into going to America so they could arrest him. How about that? But we're hoping that Australia will now pull their finger out and actually charge Sam and then have him arrested, and then not have him arrested, but then work with Dubai and have him expedited out of Dubai, because they have I don't know how to say the word properly, so excuse me if I get it wrong, but they have an expedition authority thing with Australia and Dubai, but Dubai does not have any such thing with America and Dubai, because no one likes America, unfortunately, but they do like Australians, so that's quite good. All right, the other video I was going to show you is this one, and that was signed the petition. And in the background, I'm trying to find my last video I would like you guys to show, but there are 3 good videos for you to watch if you're really concerned and you're thinking a couple of things. I do believe Sam Lee's guilty of running and promoting and every terrible thing. He's one of the main guys, but I do not think Sam is the instigator of this for a minute. I believe it's Hypertech Group, Ryan Jew, him, and the 20 people. If you watch my previous video, you'll see a Hypertech board meeting that was filmed 2 years ago, and you can see that is the organization I believe that is totally behind all these scams. And I'm looking forward to the day when those people in that room that I showed you yesterday are all locked up. Sam's as guilty as hell, but I don't think he's the instigator. I don't think he's clever enough to actually run the scam by himself. So let's just watch this one, and I'll see if I can find my other video in the background as well. First thing I want to do is flip to the right screen. Sorry about that. And I'll go back to the very, very start. And we'll start again. And now we have a unique opportunity to actually go after them and potentially get your money back. Well, we've come up with the perfect solution. It's not going to happen, Sam. Sorry, because I'm onto you. They got hacked and they were held for ransom. That Sam Lee has something over Ryan and Jaden. Who's got the money? Is your money secure? Because the petition will make the authorities go after Ryan, Jaden, or Sam Lee. Pay back people who put their money into this Ponzi scheme. petition that will be in the description below. They are willing to fight your battles for you. You live, it's all confidential. $26,000 into Hyperverse. Another lady told me that she had invested $20,000 into Hyperverse. Another guy rang me up and his family had invested over $5 million. Mike Lucas had listened to people like Panicky Nark. When you sign the petition, you'll get access to a Telegram group. Hope is like hanging onto a branch, hoping you're not going to fall. Yes, that's the intro of that video. And the other video that I do really want to show you is this one I did. And basically this video asked that question. My question to everyone, how would that lawsuit actually work? Because I've talked to quite a few government agencies, government people, and they said there's a few loopholes that these guys believe they can hide behind. And to be honest, it does make it incredibly hard for them to enforce the law with the loopholes that they have. But some of the things I brought up in this video, I think are quite something to contemplate. If you are thinking about doing a lawsuit like Rory Conacher claims, or even Sergey claims, then there's some of these obstacles that you'd need to overcome. So I just used some Danny humor. I'm not saying on any authority, no lawyer, but I did use Danny, not humor, Danny logic. So just have a listen to the start of this video, and also the link of this video will be in the description if you want to watch it in its entirety. Has there actually been a crime? If so, what exactly is the crime? So what advertising did Hyperverse actually do that they didn't deliver on? Did you use the product or service that they provided? So proof of purchase. Why are you disputing it? Why don't you give the company more time? Are you still engaged with the company? Are you still using their services? What did you actually purchase? Did they sabotage the business? Did they provide a product or a service? How was the transaction done? Did you read the disclaimer? Is the disclaimer legally binding? Whereabouts is this business located? Have they got a registered company number? Who's the CEO? Who's responsible? Who actually committed the crime? What illegal activity have they done? Is it legal to promote a Ponzi scheme? Were you deceived? Like, did they not tell you all the facts? Was there a money back guarantee? Have they provided a remedy? Did you investigate this opportunity? Did they make you aware of any risk? Did your common sense go out there? We told them it wasn't an investment opportunity. And then they might say, well, we've actually tried to remedy the situation. Yeah, so that's some of my old videos down memory lane. So just a few things. I just wanted to show you that video. I thought it was worth playing and doing a whole video on that one video. Sergey is going to have a meeting with me next week. I don't know whether that will actually happen, but if it does, you'll get to see it here first. We'll do a live. Please do like and subscribe. I really appreciate when people help me get these videos out. It's a pretty hard job when you're a one-man band. I was looking at the We Are All Satoshi's YouTube channel today, and they have 14,000 people subscribed, which is pretty impressive when I've been watching that go from nothing to something. But they have actually removed a whole lot of videos, and they've removed Sam Lee, and they're still promoting other scams such as Boomerang. So we're doing our part. I did a 7-hour stream this morning, which you may not believe, but I did. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of extra bits. So I did a 7-hour stream this morning, and it is 4:45 in the evening, and I still haven't actually had a bite to eat. So sometimes we do get a little bit carried away with what we're doing. But I want to actually show you guys some of the things we are doing and why we're actually asking people for help. So I'll just flip into that screen. See, I'm tired. Screen now. And if you look at this, you'll see this is my website. And on my website, you will see I have a contact us page. And on the contact us page, we're asking people for information. If you can provide us any information about anyone that was your downline, upline, whatever you want to do, tell us about your when you invested, how much money you made. Help us build a jigsaw puzzle, and that would be great. And what we do with that information is I have a database. In this database, we have Ponzi schemes or scams. So you might think we're just chasing a few, because I do a lot of videos about boomerang, but we have proven a lot of these scams are all linked together. And if you're looking at those red lines, they are individual websites that are also trying to scam people that people have notified me about. When you go into Ponzi schemes and scams, these are the ones I'm actively investigating at the moment. And some of the information we've collected on Hyperverse, for example, is documents, people's names, screenshots, recordings, the founders of the company. This one here is the Hypertech Group organizational chart, I should say. And it shows you Blockchain Global, Colin Star Capital, which is basically Ryan Jew, Sam Lee, and then they've got Hypertech Group, which has a board meeting with 20 people in it. Who are those 20 people? Go look at my yesterday's video. Tell me who they are. Any information is very valuable. HCash Foundation, technological support for blockchain technology. Is that the tech company's brand? I don't know. It's got HyperCommunity. HyperCommunity was out there promoting these Ponzi schemes, and it was like a religious cult. So with that information, we also not only go after Ponzi schemes and scams, but we also go after individuals. So currently, I'm investigating over 150 different criminals, in my opinion, that have been promoting Ponzi schemes or scams. And any information is very valuable. Just let's take Sam Lee, for example. Sam Lee, I know where he lives. I've got, screenshots of people and associates. Sam Lee was quite successful in helping people understand about the blockchain. He probably thinks his history is going to save him. He was a spokesman at many different events, but he was also on camera. He's been on ABC News. He's been featured in, in the Guardian newspaper. This is photos of him with Brenda Chunga and Keith Williams and Clayton Ford. This is his sister and his mother. He currently lives with his mother. It's his business partner. These are checks that he's written they're worth $1 million. I have all this information because people supply me information about Sam Lee. His beautiful alleged wife, they're not properly married. His first wife, his kids. He's got 3 children with 3 different women, and they're toddlers, they're little kids. So remember, help me help you. Provide information. Go to my website. Give me whatever information you have. You may be actually giving me the part of the missing jigsaw puzzle, and I'd be greatly happy. You can also shout me a cup of coffee if you like for my time. I don't get paid for this. I'm a volunteer. I'm limited to how much time I can actually spend promoting these Ponzi schemes or scams. But all the same, I'm on a mission. I'm here to name and shame anyone that's running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. I've had a little bit of luck. For a start, I can't get ahead at the moment. I've lost my torso. Isn't that terrible? Look, I can do this, and I can probably bang my head like that, and it falls off. Just having a bit of fun. Don't always do things the same, because you'll just get the same results. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope that was useful, and I'll see you in the next one. But do remember, please like and subscribe and share this video with people as you can. I'm trying to provide you videos that you haven't seen before. If you've got a video that isn't on the internet, that's sitting there on your hard drive, and you want to provide it to me, please reach out to me via heck.com or any of my social media platforms and WhatsApp, and let's see if we can give more awareness around Ponzi schemes and scams, and let's get some of these people, the multi-level marketers that continuously think they have a right to scam mum and dad investors. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you in the next video.